Hey guys, welcome to Morning Joe with me, Jim. And I just want to say something this morning about really talking to people who already bought a home and maybe worried about a recession coming and they're like, I want to diversify and create another asset, more income. And what some people are doing right now, and I think it's fairly smart, is taking some equity out of their home because everyone has a lot, right? If you bought it 2 or 3 years ago, you have a lot of equity and using that equity to purchase an investment property. And here's what that would look like. And again, I've shown this before, but I have so many people asking about it right now that I wanted to go over it one more time. So let's say you bought in Charleston County at 325,000, right? Those do exist. You can find it. And so here's what it would look like. The rent, at that, I'm going to put the rent as more like 2,100 a month because I think that's more realistic in most areas, and maybe even higher than that. But you know how that goes. Um, so here's what it would look like over time. Let's say you held on to for 9 years. You would let's just go down here. The return on investment is massive. If you put 20% down, right? So you have rental income over those 9 years because rents are going up every year a little bit, right? And the annual rental increase that I plugged in was 6% per year. Fairly realistic, I think. It's been much higher than that the last couple of years, but I don't think it will be. So 289,000 and change plus some appreciation. So you've gained revenue, top line revenue of about 481,000. Top line value, I should say. But you also have expenses, right? You have interest, property taxes, insurance, repairs, closing costs to buy, closing costs to sell, because you're eventually going to sell the property. And your profit would be about $269,000. On an investment of 65,000, that would be the 20% down payment. And it's a huge return on investment. And the annual compounded return is huge too. Now, what I didn't take into account was vacancy. I did take into account repairs, of course, but not a vacancy rate. So if we do that, where's my vacancy rate? And oh, there it is. So let's just say we've got about an 8% vacancy rate, a couple weeks per year. Someone moves out, takes a couple weeks to clean the place, paint, whatever, and get back in, and it didn't do anything, didn't change. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm not sure what I didn't click there to change it, but you get the idea. We can play with these numbers, and if you're thinking of buying an investment property, but let's see, you're like, well, I don't know about 9 years. I want 8. Well, then this is what it looks like, right? And 6, sorry. So if you're thinking about picking up an investment property, let's use this analyzer together and take a look at it and put some fairly real numbers behind it. We never know quite what's going to happen with it, but you can get pretty close and at least give yourself a really good idea of what that's going to look like. So if we can help with getting pre-approved for a home loan, if you want to buy your first home, or working out how to get into that investment property and really create another income stream and another asset that's growing your wealth, let's take a look at that too. I'd be happy to. Call me today.